Is it true what Blame True says about you? Joe, I'm gonna say this rebuttal right now. Anybody who has to make a living or post videos to make money off of hate content, would you sit there and believe it?
That's the streamer FaZe Swagg talking about another YouTuber, Blame Truth, the Codfather. Someone asked Swagg in his chat about Blame Truth, asking if what Blame Truth said about Swagg was true. So in this video, I want to go over what Blame Truth even said about Swagg, then obviously break down that first clip and just basically break down this whole situation and see what's even going on. And I don't even feel like I have to say this, but I really do not hate either one of these content creators. I just want to break down this whole situation, and obviously not trying to start no beef between them. I mean, I don't know if they already are. I mean, I just want to see what this situation is about. So now let's go over what Blame Truth even said about Swagg, then we'll see his full response, the full clip uncut, what he said afterwards.
I gotta give credit to Jay Bowden the man here, because I saw this in his video, and I don't follow the people he's following. I find them to be, I don't know, man. I find most of the Call of Duty community to just be really, really cringy. I don't really like to seek out anything they have to say. If they pop up in somebody else's video or like a retweet or whatever, that's fine.
All right, so that was just the start of the clip. I wanted to pause it right there just to go over one quick part. Since he said that, you know, some of these people in the COD community, or I guess the COD community in general, is just cringy, right? And I can definitely understand what he's talking about with like certain creators and whatever. But when I go to his channel, I definitely see that, you know, literally it's in his name, the Codfather. He's definitely, you know, played Call of Duty back when it was really good, you know what I'm saying, Call of Duty 4, and he's been uploading videos on it, right? So I mean, I don't know, would you say that he's still within the Call of Duty community? But maybe with his game, like main game being like Battlefield or whatever, he just doesn't really consider himself being within the actual Call of Duty community. So I definitely understand that totally as well.
And I don't really like to seek out anything they have to say. If they pop up in somebody else's video or like a retweet or whatever, that's fine. But I don't follow them. So thank you, Jay Bowden the man, for pointing this out. I'm just going to show you what he clipped in his video by these guys. It is, oh man, it is something else. Let's just cover it, all right?
I feel like a UAV kill streak would punch on this. Chad, wouldn't kill streaks punch on Battlefield 6?
Hey, just vibe, bro. Just vibe.
This is the only thing that I can't wrap my head around with Battlefield, bro. Camos, weapon camos. Now, look, I'm not trying to bring the Beavis and Butthead operators over to Battlefield. It's not what I'm here to do. I'm not saying that we need to have that Alan or Roger from American Dad running around on the battlefield. That's not what I'm saying. Please do not misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm begging you. I'm not talking about operators. I'm all for military simulating or military simulated shooters. But
that I can find so far, at least.
I will say, I do like having reactive camos on my absolute weapon, dude. I do like when I get over 1,000 headshots that my weapon has a gold camo. I do like showing off the fact that I have mastered this weapon in every way, shape, and form, and I was rewarded by getting something that other players don't have.
Oh my God, that's so frustrating to hear. That is so frustrating to hear. And guys, here's the thing, man. I'm coming back to Battlefield after a long hiatus. In fact, if you guys are Battlefield vets, give me tips. Give me tips, okay? Yesterday, I was watching Jack Frags, Westy, Enders, Battlefield guys, Tactical Brit as well. Like, I want to learn things that maybe aren't super apparent. I want to learn the depth of this game because it's quite deep. I want to get my feet wet again. I want to improve. I'm not, like, so egotistical I'm going to say otherwise. Like, I'm not very good at this game. I want to get better, right? And the one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to say put in all these stupid COD features which aren't going to do shit except annoy me and baby people. I don't want any of that. Keep it out of here. Oh, my God. Where do I start? All right, first, we have Swagg, FaZe Swagg, whose hairline looks like it's running away from the stupid shit that constantly comes out of his mouth. Man, that's a little mean. I'm sorry. But, like, dude, no, we don't need kill streaks in Battlefield. I don't care if you said it as a joke. No. You know, because you have an audience that are really gullible, and they're going to parrot what you have to say, whether you're joking or not. On top of that, there already is a UAV in the game. Recon has it. Like, you know, the streaks And Jay Bowden said this in his video, the streaks are in the game.
All right, so you may have seen that clip of Swagg already talking about, you know, kill streaks within Battlefield 6 and stuff like that, right? That's not new, anything new, right? But obviously that's Blame Truth going over that whole clip, right? And talking about how he just was sick of hearing that. And honestly, if he was really sick of just hearing him talk about the kill streaks, I wonder if he's actually, you know, seeing the clips of like Swagg, you know, being hyped, actually literally excited for like movement from Call of Duty that's just super toxic movement. Like it's not normal movement, literally toxic Call of Duty movement that you bring to Battlefield just to ruin the game, completely change how it's played. And Swagg was just like excited to see that, like, oh, let's go, we got the Call of Duty players coming over here bringing the COD movement to Battlefield, like excited about it. And if Blame Truth is not having that with just the kill streaks, I wonder if he's seen that and what he thinks about, you know, the movement.
A lot of people have been saying it and coming to my streams that Warzone players or Call of Duty players are ruining Battlefield 6 or just Battlefield in general.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are my first games in Battlefield 6. Let's see what's cracking. Money. 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 I can't believe this game's out and it's here. So I'm playing this like 2 days before it comes out. Oh, I got hit with a tank by Nugget Man.
All right, now you could literally tell the first thing he did was like try to do this bunny hop movement, probably just because he's so used to the Call of Duty movement. And then first getting on Battlefield, obviously this was an older clip when he just first got onto Battlefield 6. Bro's trying to bunny hop in the first 10 seconds, and you can see him doing it right here within the beginning, right? Like literally right here, he tries to do that like little movement. Bro's trying to bunny hop in the first 10 seconds. The thing about this is I think this is completely different. Doing that little bunny hop style movement to just get farther on the map a little bit quicker or whatever. Bro, come on now. But I will show you some real Call of Duty stuff that they were bringing that really is the problem, right?
And if Call of Duty is so perfect to you, why do you care what Battlefield does at all?
Obviously, you're going to get an influx of people who are just rushing and just very kill heavy. We enjoy that style of play of just playing really fast. I like it. I like when they make those type of clips. It brings the viral clips to Battlefield, makes people want to try it more, makes people want to play it more.
You've probably noticed this COD streamer harps on clips a lot. Imagine overdosing on COD so hard you think it takes movement exploit clips to get people interested in a game. In fact, he even outright states he doesn't want to play objective because he's busy chasing these kinds of clips.
Because I can't get any kill streaks or anything like that, I like to go for clips. So basically, I'm not getting any clips by sitting on a flag and capping it. I'm just being honest. I'm not getting any clips by repairing my tank. I don't care. There's not a right way to play the game.
Say that again.
There's not a right way to play the game.
Okay.
And it's crazy how Swagg was basically saying that those type of clips, those movement style clips and a lot of that stuff within Battlefield 6 is going to be able to go viral and help more people want to play the game. I feel like that's helping the wrong people want to play the game though. Like, we don't want more people that want to do movement exploits to just ruin the whole pace and play style of Battlefield when it's literally not how the game is played. Like, come on now, bro. What are we talking about?
It's just like these people do not think, but let me explain. The tanks, the helicopters, the fighter jets, all that stuff is in the game already. It's just, it's a team effort. It's not about sitting in a corner, not going for the objective, not trying to win and getting rewarded for it. I've had matches on Battlefield, by the way, where I'm getting my ass kicked, but we won because the enemy team was focused more on killing us instead of playing the objective. It's crazy how that works.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what happens when Call of Duty sales are just down like crazy and people notice how good Battlefield 6 looked. I mean, bro, those comments weren't a joke. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't take them super serious in the beginning. I'm talking about the comments that literally were all over, you know, the Call of Duty trailer talking about, oh, thank you for giving us another reason to buy Battlefield 6. Right? Now I see them about Arc Raiders and Battlefield 6 as like a combo. Seems like everybody just basically is hyped about those two games at that point over Call of Duty, right? Me too, honestly. I definitely like Arc Raiders. I'm obviously super into Battlefield 6 as well. But yeah, that's pretty much what happens when everything's just down for Call of Duty right now. People see how good Battlefield is. They're like, yeah, let me go try that out. And like I said, those comments did not seem fake at all. People actually went and really said, yeah, I'm going to go get Battlefield this year. Like, the numbers show. It's not just people, you know, following the hype on comments and just being like, yeah, Call of Duty looks trash this year. I'm going to go for Battlefield just to get a bunch of likes on their comment. And then once it comes time to the release, they actually end up buying Call of Duty. No, they actually went with Battlefield. Like, it literally shows in the numbers. Obviously, people still bought Call of Duty, right? People are still playing it. Some people still really love it, I'm sure. I don't. I think it's terrible right now. I used to love Call of Duties back in the day when they were good, but regardless, like, basically that's just what's going to happen. You're going to get them Call of Duty lobbies, essentially. Call of Duty matches, whatever you want to call them, within Battlefield at this point, where the enemy team, and it definitely happens on our team too, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever, on my team, whatever, when I'm in Battlefield, right, you'll notice people on your team are just going for kills only, not even trying to get a revive, not even trying to, you know, defend a flag, or once they see that maybe they're down, maybe let's go capture a flag, let's go actually, you know, help the team or whatever. Even if I'm sitting back sniping at one point during a game, I'm pretty much trying to make sure I'm, you know, keeping track of the scoreboard, making sure that we're not down, and if we are, then I'll actually pick it up and go run to an objective and start capturing a flag or whatever, right? Making sure that we're actually up. But even when I am sitting back sniping and stuff like that, just because I love to snipe, I'm literally watching my teammates' backs. Like, I'm literally watching my teammates' back, playing as a team, even going for the kills as a sniper. Like, I'm actually watching their back, saving them a lot of the time when they're trying to capture a flag, or they're trying to, you know, repair a tank on our team, or whatever the case. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm actually, like, worried about the team, bro. It's crazy how many people will play like that in the game, like, just going for kills and not trying to play the objective at all. I feel like that's a lot of what, you know, people were complaining about, or just, like, scared of, or not scared of, but just, like, you know, just not wanting within Battlefield 6 was like, I don't want to see a bunch of COD people come to Battlefield 6 because they're afraid they're just not going to play right, or just, you know, play the game how it should be played. And, you know, I think it's fair to just kind of play games how you want to play them, essentially. But when they have specific classes set up for, like, support and, you know, engineers and all these things, where you're literally meant to do certain things, like go and help repair the vehicles on your team, or go and revive your teammates, or whatever the case, yeah, I definitely think you should, you know, play the team-based game a little bit and actually help your team, not just go for kills like it's Call of Duty.
I had to deal with this constantly when I played X Defiant. I had so many COD just flaps saying, "Oh, we need a UAV in the game. Oh, I need my helicopter that gets shot down in 2 seconds." Whoa. Like, dude, the streaks were in X Defiant. You had the ult. You had your, like, you know, special class ult. It was like a lot like Overwatch. You don't put kill streaks in Overwatch, right? You don't. It wouldn't work. You have your class abilities as well. You have 2 class abilities. I don't want all that and, like, me looking at the sky and shooting down UAVs all game, because that's what it is. Most COD players can't even look up in the sky and shoot down a UAV that they single-handedly got called in because they can't stop dying. Please stop adding all this crap from Call of Duty. That, I mean, kill streaks haven't been fun, as someone who's dealt with skill-based matchmaking for the past 6 years. In that 6 years' time, they've just been an annoyance. Like, seriously, they've been a non-factor in most games. If you are any good whatsoever, it's just going to be constant UAV spam, and it is annoying. So, FaZe Swagg, please just go play COD Warzone, COD Shoot 'em Man 38, whatever. Stop. Just stop.
So yeah, that was basically Blame Truth right there, talking about FaZe Swagg and how he's just sick of seeing that type of stuff from Call of Duty being brought over to Battlefield, right? I think the Battlefield community is also fed up with that type of stuff too. And it's not just, you know, the kill streaks, right? Like I said, I obviously went over a little bit talking about the movement and how that crazy, you know, super crazy Warzone movement and stuff like that is brought over as well. And it's literally like movement exploits. Like, they're trying to find the bunny hops to where you're going to be able to, like, get an advantage and, like, jump over somebody that normally would not happen and they are not going to know how to do, and just literally exploits, just anything that you can literally do that the next person is not going to know how to do, likely, because, you know, they just don't know. And a lot of the time, like, if it's something so beneficial to them, they're probably not going to sit there and, like, go make a video about it and show you know, the world about it, so then everybody can start doing it. You know, they're just gonna keep it to themselves and keep doing it. But that's also what gets really, 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 like, you know, toxic, I guess you could say, within like communities of gaming, is like streamers and content creators or whatever straight up just promoting exploits like that within their videos, getting a ton of views and just showing people how to do it, and then all of a sudden lobbies, matches within those games are suddenly flooded with all of that. So like meta weapons, right? Like, oh, no recoil guns that you don't have to do any skill, no skill guns, two-shot guns, whatever, anything that's just super easy to use and just makes it so easy, right? And just makes it the most powerful, most OP broken thing ever. Like, I don't know, in my opinion, obviously the devs are the one who made the game, right? The people who made the game are the people who made the game, right? The bunch of people that goes into making a game. Either way, those people made the game, so it's up to them what gun is the most powerful and everything like that. Not the streamer, but the streamers, you know, can literally like promote that and get everybody to basically be using it because now they know about it. I think it'd be better if the players just found out about those things by themselves, just by playing, instead of it just being promoted out there like crazy and all these like movement hacks and how to do these crazy things like that. But yeah, so that was basically what Blame Truth was, you know, going off about Swagg about. Now let's see Swagg's full-on response to it, uncut. Like, I won't cut it up or anything like that. I just made it a little bit shorter. I didn't, you know, take out anything or anything like that weird, but I'll just show you the full clip right now. I just made it shorter in the intro so it was quicker.
Is it true what Blame Truth says about you? Joe, I'm gonna say this rebuttal right now. Anybody who has to make a living or post videos to make money off of hate content, would you sit there and believe it? Anybody who their entire existence is to be negative, why would you ever believe them? Why would you ever even watch them? Like, I could never sit around and watch somebody be negative all day, every day. I mean, the only people who like watching it are the people who like that kind of, you know what I'm saying? Misery loves company, so, you know what I'm saying? He said Blame Truth in the Big 2-5. But he's like 50 years old. I think he's been making like hate videos since like, this is like Black Ops 1.
All right, so I mean, just looking at Blame Truth's YouTube channel right here, it does look like he was playing Black Ops 1, right? I mean, I played Black Ops 1 Call of Duty. This was like literally probably my favorite Call of Duty game ever, back when Call of Duty games were actually so good. But I don't see like any hate videos though. It's just like team deathmatch, you know, playing like gameplays, basically like new team deathmatch on Team Noble. Like, I don't know, I don't see anything like that. And now overall, I kind of like understand what Swagg is saying, but also at the same time, like, he initially said, you know, oh, people making this type of content, why would you believe it or whatever? Like, I don't know, if something happens to be negative, it doesn't mean that it's just fake. You know what I'm saying? It can be the truth. Like, what? What, are you just mad at the truth, I guess? If something is literally the truth, but, you know, it's maybe just negative, and that just so happens to be the truth, and someone makes a video about the truth, and it happens to be negative, like I'm saying, bro, I don't see the problem in that. Like, what are we talking about? And then he was saying he doesn't understand how people could just sit there and watch that negativity all day, people being so negative. And I don't know, I've seen Blame Truth videos and Swagg's videos and stuff like that. Blame Truth doesn't seem like a super negative person at all. Like, he doesn't seem like he's sitting there being like, you know, hey, I hate all these streamers. These streamers are, you know, POS is there. Oh, I hate them so much. Like, I'm not like that either, bro. None of my videos, I'm sitting there crashing out on people saying they're so terrible and stuff like that. Yeah, I've said, oh, you shouldn't add something to a game and ruin the game. You shouldn't try and ruin a certain game or whatever. Okay. But, bro, come on now. And overall, I don't really have, like, a side to pick here. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm on Team Swagg or I'm on Team Blame Truth for this one or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I more get where Blame Truth is coming from, I guess, with, like, you know, not wanting, like, you know, kill streaks and all these other things that can be pushed into a certain game and ruined by certain streamers, whatever the case. I think so many people in the Battlefield community have already, you know, said their you know, thoughts on that and all that stuff like that. So we already know people don't want that, and people can get really frustrated about that, right? And then when it comes to somebody going into FaZe Swagg's chat and then being like, you know, is this true what Blame True said about you? Well, if he went and said that you're trying to change the game with whatever, or he even said, you know, you might have been joking. So, I mean, bro, it's not like he was sitting there lying about you or something, like dead saying, oh yeah, Swagg, he was trying to say we need a Blackbird, a VSAT, an orbital VSAT from Call of Duty in the game. Like, bro, I get it if you're straight just lying on your name, saying that he said something totally random that he didn't even say. Bro, of course you shouldn't believe that. But when somebody's just making a video about you, it doesn't mean that somebody shouldn't watch it or somebody shouldn't believe them. But yeah, I don't know. That's basically it for that. Let me know what y'all think of it in the comments below, though.